Hello everyone, Anno Star Saber here again. Right now I'm going to go over a roster review. This time for Jcx70t has requested that I do a little roster review. Focus will be on Arena, building up for Darth Revan, which is the next goal, and also the 3 versus 3. So now before I get into the roster here, I'm going to go ahead and take a look instead at my 3 versus 3 squad, just to give you some ideas, since that's your focus area. Now, there's a lot of options for 3 versus 3. It just depends where you're strong and where you're weak. Having looked at your roster already, a lot of these options are already available to you. It's just a question of what you want to do. So now we're going ahead and looking at CLS, good on offense, good on defense. Han and Chewie are a no-brainer choice. Most people have those characters, or at least built up somewhat. Go ahead and use those and get as many Zetas on those tunes as you can. You won't regret putting Zetas in these characters. Now moving down, Bounty Hunters, very good investment. I do not have any Zetas on Boba Fett. That's one thing not been a huge priority for me. I mean, yes, if you happen to get that kill shot and getting the protection back is handy, but under a Bosk leadership, it's kind of unnecessary too. Moving on down, if you go to the Han Solo movie characters, these 3 are actually a very strong trio. Kira with her leadership is very good. L3, hugely underrated tank in this game. Does a lot of counterattacks and builds up a higher health pool as she does with counterattacks. Very good in that sense. And with Vander Chewie, can keep the other 2 alive almost constantly, because unless you block buff Vander Chewbacca, if that prepared goes up, if one of your other scoundrels falls, Vander Chewie brings them back up. Now for my defensive lineup, I use Bastila Shan with Hermit Yoda and Visas Mar. If you've seen before, my Bastila Shan is very tanky, and Visas Mar is as well, and Hermit Yoda spends most of the time stealth and is very fast. So this team is very survivable on defense. Jedi Revan I tend to keep on offense, but if even works well on defense, so you can put with Grandmaster Yoda and Jolie tend to be the obvious choices. First order go-to options I would choose, most people have probably First Order Executioner and Kylo Ren under Kylo Ren Unmasked. Very tanky, very hard-hitting, very stun-heavy team. Very good for defense. Night Sisters, lots of options available to you. I actually have 2 teams set up, so I have one with Asajj Ventress and Night Sister Acolyte and Night Sister Zombie. That's very hard to kill there. If Asajj Ventress falls, you still might have a stealthed out Night Sister Acolyte with a Night Sister Zombie that just keeps on going. But beyond that, I also have Mother Talz and Old Daka, and sometimes I use Nest, but typically I'll switch in Talia into this team. Now, something you'll definitely want to leverage there, because I saw you a very strong Ewoks GCX, is your Murder Bear team. Go ahead and put Chief Chirp in the lead. Most people should Zeta that lead if you intend to use that team. Logray and Ewok Elder tend to be very good. That's a very good survivable defensive team. Also with Phoenix, not your strongest defensive team, but very good if you are down to the opponent's kitchen sink. You put Hera and Kanan and Chopper. That tends to be a very survivable squad. It's not a lot of weaker level teams that can kill that without bringing in some heavy firepower. Rogue One, kind of the same category, Jitter or so with Chirrut and Baze. Very hard to kill because it recovers protection up as the many healing regens go up. It also buffs cause the protection to go up. Now that if you've spent some time on getting Padme, obviously bringing Grievous into your lineups makes sense. So Grievous B2, if you haven't farmed B2 before, get on it now. It's always been good. It's been especially crucial to the Padme event. Magna Guard is also very strong, so you can build this character and definitely not regret it. Now, Old Republic, Carthanasi missions